All right. Hi, YouTube.
Hey.
Just a minute. Hang tight. You're first. We also have to go live on our other platform, so you get the awkward beginning. All right. And we are live on Facebook. Hello. Welcome to the 315 Book Break with Librarian Taylor. That's me.
And Librarian Cara. That's me.
All right. So today we are really focusing on our youngest patrons, our babies and toddlers. And then who are you focusing on today?
Well, maybe not unsurprising as the young adult librarian, teen and young adult services, I'm doing a selection from our young adult
Perfect.
collection.
All right. So I am actually recommending board books today because board books are sometimes a really complicated section, especially for new parents. When you open up a book and you see this, you're like, how am I supposed to read this book? We're used to books having a story. We're used to books having lots of text. But some of our best books for babies actually look exactly like this. This is Black and White by Tana Hoban. Tana Hoban does really wonderful things with high contrast books and shapes for kids and toddlers. So with this book, the way I would read this is I would open each page, I would point, and I would say, oh, what is this? What do you think this is? Now, if I have a 6-month-old in front of me, that 6-month-old isn't going to answer, but that's okay. That's okay. I am going to give a second, and then I'm going to answer. I'm going to say, I see 2 triangles. I think this might be a boat. What kind of boat do you think it is? It's a sailboat. Yeah, the sailboat goes on the water. What else goes on the water? Yeah, a duck. What kind of duck do you think this is? So this book is all about the high contrast images, which are great for brand new babies. And then just talking about what you see. You can do this with any book, even if it has words. But yeah, this is going to be our most introductory board book, Black and White by Tana Hoban.
I saw a little in the library yesterday, looking at a board book and going, quack, and so cute.
Yes, that there is like your very first rung to reading.
So my theme today is actually books of self-acceptance or loving yourself for who you are. And this is a book I read last year. It's called I'll Be the One by Lyla Lee. And it is a K-pop book because you know what? I love K-pop books. And
I like me some K-pop too, if I'm being honest.
And there's been a few ones to come out recently in adult as well.
Yeah.
So this one's about Sky, and Sky is joining a competition, sort of American Idol style, but to become one of the next K-pop superstars. But it's a competition in the U.S.
Okay.
Yeah, and there are at least 2 of those that have happened recently, but in books publishing. But so. And this is what's interesting is that she doesn't have what might be considered the ideal body type for being a celebrity. And particularly for being a K-pop like girl band celebrity. And what I love about it is that Sky already knows herself, and she knows absolutely she's comfortable with who she is, and she stands up for who she is, and she ends up managing like the concept is, how does she not only stand up for herself, but also get everybody else to be on board with her? And it's not easy, but in the world of body positivity and loving herself, this book does a really good job of being like, I don't have to change to be famous.
Oh, that's awesome. That's so good. All right. My next board book is all about the amazing, adorable pictures of babies. So in addition to really high contrast things, babies love seeing photographs of other babies. So this book that we're highlighting is Brown Sugar Babies. It's by Charles R. Smith Jr. This is great for any family, but it specifically highlights all of the beautiful babies with darker skin in the world. And they talk about like chocolate drop kisses and brown sugar and look at all of these adorable babies.
And I'm noticing some of that beautiful contrast with like bright colors on each page.
Yes. So, right. And so Cara is exactly right. You can talk about the expressions. You can talk about colors. You can read the words. You can choose to go through the book and do one concept at a time, or to pause and address everything on a single page. And some of these colors, like yes, this is orange, but maybe it's also tangerine. So lots and lots of beautiful, adorable baby pictures. So cute. So this is brown sugar babies.
Well, my next book is An Abundance of Katherines by John Green. Yes, this is the guy who wrote The Fault in Our Stars and Looking for Alaska.
Mhm.
This is my favorite of his books because I connect so much to the main character here. He's a former child prodigy. I'm not saying that's what I was, but his mind works in mysterious ways sometimes, and he knows that not everybody connects with him. But he has a best friend who does like him for who he is. He'll tell him, not interesting, Colin, not interesting. But it's because
We all need friends who can look at us and be like, I love you, but no.
yeah. So this is a road trip story. It's a fresh out of high school story. It's a story about having dated 18 people named Katherine.
Oh, jeez.
A true abundance of Katherines.
Yep.
But it is also a story about a guy who knows he's not for everybody personality wise, but he likes himself for who he is, partially because he's had the support of this amazing friend
That's
who
awesome.
also likes who he is.
That's great. We all need that.
Absolutely.
That's wonderful. All right. My next board book is called Before and After, and you probably can't quite tell. This book has been loved and pieced back together and loved some more. I think this is our second copy for the library.
We probably don't recommend the chewing on it that maybe's happened with this
Oh,
one.
yes, no. Yeah, it's better if that doesn't happen, but we're very glad that this book is so loved. So this is another concept book. So it's very simple. The only words are just before and after, and there's some cheekiness in here for the grown-ups too. So before, what do we see before? Again, ask questions, point out shapes, what you see, size, things like that. After, I just love that Daddy still has the bump, even though Mommy doesn't. Like, that's amazing, right? So before.
Oh, is it going to be herbal?
Okay, no. It goes through the whole book. This one might be my favorite. Before, after, and you can flip back and forth. And it's so what's the same? What's different? And again, even if your child isn't verbal, that's okay. You can still have a conversation. It may feel weird at first. It may feel one-sided, but all of those beautiful words that you're using with these board books are helping baby's brain or toddler's brain or preschooler's brain. So before and after. Oh, and this is by Jullien, and we have another book by him as well, but that'll be in a second.
Okay. I have Fruits Basket, Volume 1. It's by Natsuki Takaya. This is a manga, so originally from Japan, reads right to left, and super popular back in the day, still quite popular. But what I love is that sometimes in order to love yourself, it helps to have other people show you what you are great at. So this is a character who's been bullied. She doesn't think she has a lot of self-worth despite having friends who love her. And the way she puts it is, sometimes you think you're just a plain bowl of rice, but you can't see what's on your back. And maybe you've got a really delicious plum stuck on your back. And somebody needs to say, you've got an umeboshi on your back, and that makes you special. And then she can gain the confidence to love and accept herself long term. But she needed somebody else to be like, I see what's special in you. Let me show it to you. And then she, of course, does that for a bunch of other characters throughout the series. So it makes me cry every time on a kitty. Oh, so cute.
That's very sweet.
And I do want to say really quick, there is a sequel series that came out recently called Fruits Basket Another by the same author. And so if you read Fruits Basket 20 years ago and you're ready for more, there's more.
Gosh, has it really been around for 20 years?
Yeah.
Carl, we're old.
I know, right? I'm just so grateful that people still like this, so I can keep on recommending it.
All right. I have a duo of board books now. A lot of our best board books are actually books that you play with. They're like games. So we have This Is Not a Book by Jullien. And then we have Find Colors by Tamara Shopsin and Jason Fulford. Apologize for butchering those names. So this all it is instructions. Find pink. So what you do is you hold the book up like this and you walk around and you find pink.
Ooh.
Find black.
I found
What
it.
are they? Sunglasses. We could there's a blue in here somewhere, but this is the whole book. It's a game. And you can find, if it's find red, well, what other colors might this rooster be? Find brown, find tan, find black, find spots, find stripes.
I found red.
Oh, there we go.
There you go.
Super fun. And then this is not a book. Every page opens up to something that is not a book.
It's so cute.
So you can play with the book. You can have conversations about what it is. You can take time and just like play an entire game on the book.
We'll let you read the book to find
Yeah.
that page.
Oh, look. Oh, there you go. So every page is not a book, and there are a couple cheeky surprises in here that you can find whenever you read it on your own. All right, you have one more, right,
Yeah,
Cara?
my final book, quick one. This is from a nonfiction collection, which you'll find young adult nonfiction is put together with our general nonfiction here at the library because,
Space.
Yeah, and sometimes, 20-year-olds want the book for the 18-year-old, and vice versa. It's just not, it's a good thing. But this is a book called Welcome to Your Period by Yumi Stynes and Dr. Melissa Kang. And really the point here is sometimes people are not happy about themselves or ashamed of themselves for no good reason because society is saying something is wrong with you.
Period stigma is real.
And so we have a few books in the collection to help just normalize the fact that there is nothing wrong with having your period. There's a chapter in here about being an ally and how to talk to your parents, or being the parents who don't go, oh no, what's going on with my daughter? And so this is just the type of book that can really help people get to those wonderful stories of being somebody who loves themselves.
We have resources around the library, little like bookmarks, especially in our tween area. You'll notice they're like, I want to know, but I don't want to ask. And periods are on that list. But please do ask a librarian that you trust to help you find books, because whether it's for tweens, for kids, for teens, for adults, we have great resources about all sorts of topics, but specifically about destigmatizing periods. And yeah, ask us. We'll show you. All right, our very last book today. So sometimes our board books are as much for the grown-ups as they are for the kids, and that's okay. So if you find a board book that you like, read it to your kids. And even if you're reading it for you, they're going to be hearing those words and enriching their vocabulary. They're hearing sounds. They're bonding with you. This one is Mama Needs a Minute. So this whole book is Mama saying, you know what, sweetie, I love you. You're amazing, but I need a minute. Like, I will always care for you. I will feed you. I will protect you, but I need to put on my pants. I need a minute. All right. This book is lovely and wonderful. There's a diverse, there's lots of diversity in the moms and the kids represented. Mama Needs a Minute. It's super sweet. So, all right.
Well, I hope that people were able to take that minute to get to learn some of those wonderful things about board books. Thank you. You're so good at showing off your collection.
Thank you. I like books.
So do I. It's a funny that.
Right?
Well, thank you everybody for joining us today.
All right, we're going to end the stream. It usually takes just a couple minutes, but